Make me cut up. Then little mama think she bout to have me nut up. Don't be talking flop, heard that shit was cut up. Yeah. Catch us in the spot and watch it get nut up. Yeah. Don't be talking shit, you gon' make me cut up. Then little mama think she bout to have me nut up. Don't be talking flop, heard that shit was cut up. Yeah. Catch us in the spot and watch it get nut up. Yeah. I'm with the team, smoking green, getting geek. Scanning the scene, looking for a cold freak. Some niggas hating, they don't know that I done peaked. My eyes low, but check it, bro, I'm never asleep. I know you never heard of me, but I'm about to do some surgery. When I cut these motherfuckers,
yeah, you already know what time it is, man. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all weekend. We about to vibe today. Y'all make sure to go ahead and hit that share button. You know sharing is caring. If you don't know, you tuned into the live show right now. Yeah, we got a special guest for y'all today. I hope y'all ready, boy. Make sure to go ahead and hit that share button.
You gon' make me cut up.
Yeah, let's go.
Mama think she bout to have me nut up. Don't be talking flop, heard that was cut up. Catch us in the spot and watch a nigga nut up. Don't be talking shit, you gon' make me cut up. Then little mama think she bout to have me nut up. Don't be talking flop, heard that was cut up. Catch us in the spot and watch a nigga nut up.
Hold up, if you know me, then you know I'm lit. Especially when I'm on that fire green and expensive lit. I'm the type to blow a couple bands for the of it. Only real niggas round me, I ain't with that sucker shit. I'm about that active, yeah, cut up like some cutlery. My face good in any hood, that's why no one can f with me. I could look bummy, still pull a bad bitch real comfortably. She would probably charge you, but for me, she gon' f for free. That's probably why I act up, that's probably why I be turning up. That's probably why I'm lit, and that's probably why I don't give a f. You ain't gotta like me, I guarantee I still cause them up. Careful how you talk about my name or you might just get stuck.
Don't be talking shit, you gon' make me cut up. That little mama think she bout to have me nut up. Don't be talking flop, heard that was cut up. Catch us in the spot and watch a nigga nut up. Don't be talking shit, you gon' make me cut up. That little mama think she bout to have me nut up. Don't be talking flop, heard that was cut up. Catch us in the spot and watch a nigga nut up.
Yeah, you already know what time it is, man. You tuned into the live show right now.
Brunch Vybes.
We got a special guest for y'all. I hope y'all ready. We about to go live in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you see what time it is? You see who we got in the bidding? Yeah.
Wow, man, what? Hold up. We gonna let you introduce yourself.
Yeah. You shooting them up real quick.
Me. Okay.
A-E-I-O-U. A-E-I-O. All right, I got it. Yo, what up, everybody? This your boy, the Baron Theo Enoch L. Night Eat the Woolly Hair Mound Builders in the building, you know what I'm saying? AKA the Wow Man, Teddy T. Wow.
Yeah, you already know, man. Yo, if y'all who don't know, we got someone who is in the building right now, who's been doing his thug dizzle, who's been out here grinding. You know, you got to give them they flowers while they here, so I salute you, homie. 100%. I see you out here doing your thing, man. Yeah.
Man, appreciate it, man. That's what it's all about. You know, mound building is the name of the game, man. We got to always elevate, stay on the height, stay conscious, you know what I'm saying? That's right. And stay hip hop, you know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. How you been? How you stayed so relevant so long, man? To be honest with you, I've been watching you for a minute. You've been doing your thing. Like, how you been doing it, man?
I mean, you just gotta be yourself, number one, and you gotta know yourself. You know what I mean? It's like being able to know what you bring to a situation, the value. You know what I mean? And its experience. You know what I mean? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding go a long way. You know what I mean? And I come from ancestors of ancient ones. You know, I come from the first people of Earth, and I've been able to tap into that all the way to that point. You know what I'm saying? So it's really the depthness that I have as a person. It's like when you talk to me, you're gonna get a dimensional effect.
Oh shit, man, that's what's up.
OG, man, let the people know where it all started from with
musically?
Planet Earth was my place to birth, born to be the solar controller of the universe. Part of the matter map, I hit first. Any problems I can adapt when it hits first.
That's right.
Rough gets going, the going gets rough. When I start flowing, the mic bust. That's Rakim, son.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Planet Earth is where it started. You know what I'm saying? Us being earthly as human beings, you know, I was born, and at that point, I was just musically inclined. Like 3 years old, I had already was able to memorize Richard Pryor, Super Nigga album. You know what I'm saying? And that's all words. You know what I'm saying? So I was like 3 years old. Like, yeah, the nigga came over to the block and he came back in the front. They was like, listen to this son. You
So
know,
you was an emulator.
Cats took me, you know, because I can emulate early, you know what I mean? And then Parliament Funkadelics, the vibrations. Like if we go back to 1972, 73 and look at their album covers, you know what I'm saying? The vibrations of these album covers, I was already in tune to the message as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you.
So it's like I just came in tune. I grew up in the ghetto. I grew up in, like, my house was next to a tavern. Like, my mother actually slipped on ice and I was born. You know what I'm saying? Going to the tavern.
Where did you actually grow up?
Quincy, Illinois. You know what I'm saying? I'm from
Quincy,
Illinois. I grew up there till I was like 14 years old, and I came to Fort Lauderdale. But I have been coming to Fort Lauderdale since '82. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, for me, history is really big, because like I came up a part of, you know, the elements in the 70s. You know, that was Earth, Wind and Fire, Commodores, Grease. You know what I'm saying? Because Grease was big in the 70s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The movies and the culture. And then when I got into the 80s, you know, the elements of coming into that in the hip hop brought me to Fort Lauderdale. And in Fort Lauderdale, Lauderdale Mall had a spot called Foresight Records. You know what I'm saying? Foresight Records was the first independent rap label in the South, in Fort Lauderdale. You know what I'm saying? The first independent was in Fort Lauderdale. They came out with ADE, Bass Rock Express. And ADE used to be in the store every day cutting records. He's playing the records that they want to sell, you know what I mean? So I used to go to Lauderdale Mall every day, because that was hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from Quincy, Illinois, and I put an antenna out my window with some aluminum foil and was able to connect the radio station 200 miles away in St. Louis to be able to record the mix.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's how in tune the hip hop I was as a kid, you know what I'm saying?
And he gonna get it.
So I know that was a total, like, different culture change from Quincy, Illinois to Fort Lauderdale.
Not really, because, you know, I was a bad kid to the point where my mother always sent me somewhere every year. Like, my mother would pick me up from school with my bags already packed. We're going to the airport. You know what I'm saying? So I was in Nashville, Tennessee. I was in Oakland, California. I was in Omaha, Nebraska. I was in Washington, D.C. I was everywhere. You know what I mean? So coming to Fort Lauderdale was just another spot. You know what I'm saying? Where I got to blend in. And I always was good at being able to go and make friends and connect with people, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, in my program, I always had soft skills, communication, always was able to be professional, always able to collaborate, network, problem solving, critical thinking, always had a brain and always knew how to use it. So as a kid, I manipulated the science.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when I got here to Fort Lauderdale, I met my other uncle, Frank Wizard Cosin, who bought y'all BBS&P. I need you. You're the one I want. You know what I'm saying? Frank, he was the producer, him and Stevie B and all the cats from Dillard. So he was like, yo, you like hip hop? I'm like, hell yeah. He was like, look, I'm gonna give you 2 tickets to the Fresh Fest and backstage passes. This is 84. This is Run DMC, LL Cool J, Houdini.
That's crazy.
Buffalo Shrimp, Shabbat, you know, like all that was there. You know what I mean? Like my lifelong dream was coming true just like that, just like here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to be around my whole elements of this is what my life is about. You know what I'm saying? And from there, he brought me to Run DMC, came to the YMCA the week after that. I met Slick Vic from Jam Pony, started going over his house. And like I said, I was able to be with these people because Slick Vic, he pull out all the records. I used to come and put them back in. You know what I'm saying? After he put them out, I put them back in. I'm rolling the blunts. Pouring the Hennessy, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a kid, but like you gotta make yourself valuable to be in the scene, you know what I'm saying? After they finish, you know, making a tape, you know, they know, damn, they gotta go fix all the records, but nah, I did that. Cause
Took care of that.
I'm appreciative to even be in the presence. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's like when we started, you know, DJing. It's like those are the dudes who wanted to come to the club that had to carry the crates, because we used to have crates. You know what I'm saying? We had records. We had like 10 crates full of records that we bring into a club to party, because we got to have a library. We don't know where we want to go. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
So it's like, you know, coming up in Fort Lauderdale, then seeing Uncle Luke on Broward Boulevard in the Cherokee selling 2 Live Crew music. You know what I'm saying? I got Fat Man, which is AKA Ron May. He got Fat Man Boy Wonder. He rocking the Pentas every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? It's like culture. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even go to school. When I went to school, I was putting together rap battles, and you know, and I ended up not graduating from school, but getting a record deal with Joe Boy Records.
You mixed into the music scene.
Yeah, I knew, you know, I had my man Mert from New York. He was a lyrical genius. So I had another dude named Vince. His mother had bought him a full-fledged studio at his house at 15 years old. He had everything. And my other dude, Ace used to make the graffiti. Ace was the business, you know what I'm saying? So we all just came together. I used to put together all the rappers. We used to have rap battles in school. And then I'm like, well, y'all need to make demos, because that's the next thing. You know, EPMD say, please listen to my demo. So you want to take your demo so you can be heard, you know what I'm saying? So boom, we jumped on that. Everybody started buying demos, so we was able to, like, we have, Miami's a music bed, so you could go, we press up 12 inches. 12 inches really started in South Florida, in Miami, you know what I'm saying? 70, 79, 78, what's the name? It's gonna come back to me. Anita Ward, Ring My Bell was one of the first 12 inches ever put out. You know what I'm saying? From the 45. Y'all don't know about 45s. 45 was the smaller little extended record, because disco time, everybody was on coke, so they wanted these records to spin out. The music sounds so good. They just wanted to, let's dance for 40 minutes with the same record. Oh my God! Let's just snort and dance.
That's great.
You know what I mean? So now the 12 inches changed, so it's like Henry Stone. You know, when you come up in Miami, if you're an artist in Miami, you don't know who Henry Stone is. You know, Henry Stone brought you Betty Wright, KC and the Sunshine Band. You know what I mean? This is the elements of who Disco Rick, Uncle Luke.
Legends.
You know what I'm saying? The people, you know, to who you have right now, you know. So,
yeah.
You know, I'm a historian in the world and in Southern music, hip-hop. You know, these elements of being able to touch these things, because if you're going to be in the game, this is what makes you authentic.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Is that you got facts of information from hip hop. You got facts from the archive that you can, you know, give people jewels. You know what I mean?
My dog out here, man. I hope y'all paying attention, man. You hearing what he's saying? My dog been doing his thizzle 100%, man.
Yeah, you know, it was crazy, because like after we got our deal with Joe Boy, my man was rocking, and you know, it was like I was just inquisitive. Like me and Disco Rick Disco Rick was signed to Joe Boy. First of all, we went on, we got the 12 inches, and then my man Ace used to work for this company called Chantel Records. They had a group called Irk and Jerk. You got me doing it, baby. Irk and Jerk. You know what I'm saying? And Funkmaster Ali was in that situation. Y'all know about Funkmaster Ali. He was with the DJ at the time. Yeah. So we all used to go on the road. You know what I'm saying? It was Disco Rick, DJ Laz, Get Fresh Girls. You know what I mean? We was doing this tour. So they brought us on the road, and our record was like number 4. My man's name was Mad Money Murk. You know what I'm saying? And so it was Eminem. He was actually the first EM, because you couldn't use MM because of Eminem's.
Oh shit.
So you had to use EM. But he was the first Eminem.
Okay.
My man Mad Money Murk was signed to Joe Boy Records. Y'all Google that. Google EM Joe Boy Records. You're gonna see Mad Money Murk. Tell me more. We used the Grease sample. Tell me more. Oh, this girl so dumb. Tell me more. All I want is some fun. Tell me more. You know what I mean? We used that, and that record was number 4 in Cape Coral, Fort Myers. Like number 1 was like Mariah Carey, 2 MC Hammer. You know what I'm saying? Number 3 BBD. We was number 4. You know what I'm saying? And like Disco Rick was so controversial, they wouldn't even let him in the radio station. But when they saw that it was us, they like freaked out. We went to the mall. We got kicked out the mall because people was rushing us. Like that was my first real feeling of being rushed myself. You know what I'm saying? Like being a part. Like even when I was in school, I was Guido. Like I would call, you know, the morning they call the morning radio. Everybody called in from the school check-in. So I was this voice named Guido. I was like, "Yo, what's up, man? This is Guido." You know, Spanish. You know what I mean? And I had the whole city like, "Yo, Guido was crazy. Guido was on the phone talking la la la." And like for 6 months in school, nobody knew it was me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like one of the most talked about people in Broward County from WRBD. You know what I'm saying? And Big Man Kelly was another he used to get through every morning. And then so Ross Allen, who was a producer, he produced my man who just retired, Tom Joyner. He was the producer of Tom Joyner's show. Ross Allen was the nighttime through that time. So he told Big Man Kelly, "You could bring Guido to the radio station. I'm gonna give you an internship." So that's how Big Man Kelly got on radio. He brought me in.
That's how
you know what I'm saying? That ain't how I got on radio. Like I didn't even want to be on radio then. You know what I'm saying? I just got on radio, was doing it a little bit in the evening. This is like '88. You know what I'm saying? And I hosted a couple concerts. My first concert was Heavy D, Houdini, Rakim.
Oh, that had to be
Kumo
lit.
D at the James L. Knight Center. You know what I'm saying? That was like, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? 17 years old. That was like that. My life has been hip hop. You know what I'm saying? All the way through, I got to meet and see and touch these people at an early age. So it made me focus on what I want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I put my program together with kids. You know, I let them go and touch the people who they want to be and see. You know what I mean? So they can see that this is real. You know what I mean? Because if you can't see these people, then what they talking to you about them for? You know what I'm saying? You got these kids is, you know, they visionaries. They want to be able to see it, touch it, move. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? From that, you know, I was this guy with Disco Rick connected. My uncle Alan Johnson, who's been with me to this day, he came back. Our record was #1 in Power 96, and then they came and gave us a deal on Thursday with Joy Boy Records. Then we got to hook up with what's his name, Sir Mix-a-Lot, and do the Big Butt Tour. I like big butts, and I can't not lie. 1992, we on the Big Butt Tour with Sir Mix-a-Lot through the Southeast. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning the Southeast, New Orleans, Biloxi, you know, Pensacola. I get to go meet the radio people, connect and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, when I moved to Atlanta, because Atlanta was like hip hop mecca. It's because you was a rapper, like you could be having sex with girls, the girls would be waiting for you to finish that girl. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fat, so that to be happening to a fat guy was like, this is the place I gotta be.
The place
you know,
to
there's no
be,
other
right?
place I need to be but Atlanta. You know. So 92, 93, we just had Hurricane Andrew and never experienced a hurricane before. So I was definitely not feeling South Florida after, you know, being a part of that. So me and my partner Freddie, he told his parents, "Yo, we want to move to Atlanta." So his mother and they went up there and found a house that we built from scratch and an apartment that we stayed in before that. So now I'm up in Atlanta. And I'm like, on my way up to telling my man Freddie, "Yo, I'm gonna do what I did in high school for the rest of my life, because that's the formula. Like that's networking, collaborating, connecting the dots. Like people, you know, that's how people maneuver in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment, just being able to know people that know people. You know. So as soon as we got to Atlanta, we went to the spot called the Phoenix. If anybody know about Atlanta, the Phoenix was one of the hottest hip hop clubs. Little John and Cersei were the DJs at the club. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know about Little John.
Yeah.
You know, Mr.
I was just jamming some Lil Jon earlier today.
You know what I'm saying? They were the DJs at the club. You know what I'm saying? And it was the hottest, like, when they used to have the hip-hop battle, the Lumberjacks used to be there. Y'all know who the Lumberjacks are?
Nah.
That was Goody Mob before there was Goody Mob.
Okay, I know Goody
You know
Mob.
what I'm saying? But they was called the Lumberjacks. If you hear CeeLo, he said, "I still swing low with the Lumberjacks." Him, Cujo, they was all the Lumberjacks. They used to all come in with Timbs, and they used to get booed. Like, they used to literally get booed, you know. If you
So they
listen to
weren't
them,
really receptive to it like that.
Not because they was following that lumberjack. They was actually they have the axes and you know they was playing that role. You know what I'm saying? The Goody Mob comes from the Goody Bags when they was selling weed. You know, so that's where Goody Mob come from. That, you know.
Smoking.
So it's like we in there rocking, and then me and my man,
I never knew that.
you know,
That's crazy.
I'm like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, hip hop is about routines. Especially when you rapping in front of people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like me and my man Red, we used to put together routines. And my name was Virgil Sketch. You know what I'm saying? Like Virgil Sketch. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, because like I had me and my homeboy, we was younger, we made these names, like I was Virgil Sketch. These were like grown men in our neighborhood. And my other man, his name was Merle Cephas. And like these are rap, I was like, these are gonna be our rap names, you know what I'm saying? So I'm up in there rocking Virgil Sketch, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, it was just crazy, man, you know what I'm saying? We was winning. But what I was doing also, I was bringing black weed from Jamaica, you know, the yard weed, the chocolate. I'm bringing that up to Atlanta, and we just smoking with everybody, and everybody's like, yo, what the fuck is this y'all smoking? Goddamn.
Got them
We
lit.
got 3-for-1 drinks, so when we win the $500, nigga, we spend $100 and buy all the bitches drinks. So now all the bitches know when we get on stage, they gonna get drinks and weed. So when we get up there, what about down low? Ah, the crowd go crazy. Lil John start paying attention. The same bitches we getting drunk with is the same bitches that's rooting the song that they paying attention to. He's like, y'all can't win this contest no more, man. Y'all rigging this shit. Y'all know y'all smart. Y'all motherfuckers from Florida. Y'all
playing
smart,
chess.
You know what I'm saying? Cause we using the environment, you know, to our advantage. So they start letting us open up for artists. But I was up there and I was watching this girl. She started passing out product. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what are you doing? She's like, I do street promotions for Priority. Like, will you get paid? She's like, I don't really get paid. They pay for my tuition for school, my housing, my bills. I'm like, damn. This entertainment industry is getting more and more interested. So I called my homeboy. He worked for Scotty Brother Records. So I was like, yo, I'm in Atlanta, bro. I need some work. I know you got some street work up here. He was like, dog, I need somebody in Atlanta right now. He's like, the regional rep, she's pregnant. She can't go nowhere. She got this cornball dude working for her. So he just started putting me on the phone with different people like, yo, street promotion is simple. We send you records. You figure out where the clubs, where the people listen to the records, get the people the records, promote it, you know, the visuals so people can see it. So when they hear the record, they learn, they know it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's simple.
Simple.
You know what I'm saying? Man, he put me on the phone with like all these different people. Next thing it was like boxes of products just came to my house. You know what I'm saying? My first record I broke was Skilo, I Wish. I wish it was a little bit taller. They father,
It's like you reading my mind.
they had got a deal, you know what I'm saying?
I was about to ask.
And look at 80E's on my line. 80E's on my line. So he heard me talking. He heard me talking about Foresight. See? Look, he's like, damn, he really be shit. He really be repping that shit, dog. Teddy T really be repping that shit. Shout out to 80E, man, the Miami bass pioneer, the king of bass, bro. He's on my live right now, for real, man.
On right now, man.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
Live right now.
Let's go down. Hold up. What you got to say, 80?
Yeah.
I'm just chilling. I'm just checking in, man.
Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you.
That's what's up. That's what's up, baby.
All right, hey, go to
H.O.C.
Brunch Vibes on Facebook. That's where we live. The whole show's live there so you can see everybody.
We on 9 different platforms. Find us on YouTube, Ustream, everywhere,
It's
man.
H.O.C. Brunch Vibes on Facebook. That's so you can see the whole thing.
Yeah. So,
All right? Yeah, so it's like I started doing Skilo. That was my first record I broke. Then my man that gave him the job at Scotty Brothers, he was at Uptown. Chris Pringle, like 80 know Chris Pringle, like he from here. You know, like that's the man that put me in the game. He taught me the game. And then Chris Pringle to Chuck Bone worked at Uptown.
Okay.
So Chuck Bone brought me in. He was like, yo, Teddy, man, you know, I see a lot in you, but you got the, you know, you rough around edges. I just be like, you pussy asshole, my nigga. They try me though, my nigga, they try me. You know what I mean?
That's why. That's the next question. Where do you get your name? Wow, man.
yeah,
Teddy
where that came from?
Well, I mean, like Teddy T is always like Teddy Taylor. That's my name.
Okay.
And then when I got on radio, like I was Virgil Sketch in the underground. I was Do Dirty on the underground in Fort Lauderdale. And then when Albie Silk asked me to be on the radio with him in 99 Jams, I was like, well, I'm gonna be Teddy T. But I called, what's his name? I called Teddy Ted. You know Teddy Ted and Special K?
Yeah, I think so.
Teddy Ted Special K is they pioneer DJs from New Jersey, New York. They broke, you know, a lot of records from the 80s, you know what I'm saying? So I called Teddy Ted like, look, man, I'll be Silk when we be on P1 Radio 99 Jams, and I want to be a legend, so I got to come in with legendary, you know, stamp. So I need to be the ooh child Teddy T. You know what I'm saying? Because that's Teddy Ted is the ooh child Teddy Ted. He's like, yo, you got my blessing. So I come in like, ooh child Teddy T. You know what I'm saying? And then, but it was like everywhere I go, everybody was like, man, you see Teddy, he was wild. Teddy's wild. But Teddy, that's a wild man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it only makes sense that keep the wild man, and that's what brought on the whole everything. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's like from doing underground, from working all these records, Lost Boys, Mary J. Blige, Father MC, Exhibit, Mobb Deep. I worked for every major label in New York because I was breaking. Like we made street promotions in 92, 93, 94, 95. We were the reason why a lot of hip hop records broke without them putting a radio budget. Yeah. Because we had to rock it from the streets and the clubs that it automatically went to radio.
What's one of the first records you broke?
So I said Skilo, I Wish. From there, So For Real. From there, Lost Boys. Like Lost Boys sold 30,000 units their first week in South Florida alone.
Without social media. That's crazy too, dog.
This was because I had the underground. I was on Flavor 919. I was on 909 The Bomb, and I was on Mix 96. You know what I'm saying? So I had the flow of working radio in all these different areas to be able to introduce these records in each market. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know, like I said, coming from the loins of a guy like ADE, you know, like he was in the Foresight Records playing records. This is his spot, you know what I mean? And he wants to be known in the spot. So why just, let me just play the records. You know what I'm saying? Something that simple. Let me just play the records so the people can hear the records and ask questions and, you know what I mean? And just like he was a producer, but he never got a chance to produce. Shout out to Frank Cornelius, one of the biggest bass players. They had a group up in Broward, you know what I'm saying? They was producing this girl named Sexy Lady. And he was like, yo, I got this sound, you know what I'm saying? And they, you know, she had to take it to his father to let him actually get a chance to do the record, you know what I'm saying?
That's lit.
And then I remember like bass, y'all remember bass, rock, Express. Like the first time I heard that record, these girls had used it to dance at a talent show. You know what I'm saying? And that record came on, it's like dun 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? And you just rocked into it, and it was dope. The other day I got a haircut, and it was like they had ADE whole album playing in the parking lot. And an old Seville, like dude was like out there, like when I went in he was playing it, when I came out he was playing Nightmares on 80 Street. I wanted to call you just to be like, son, you still out here in the street, but this was like 2 weeks ago, you know what I'm saying? And we did this thing, the Miami Music Festival last year, right before COVID, and it was good. Like I bought ADE, Poison Clan, Kenny G, Get Some Crew, and that was right, you know, Kenny G died of Corona. You know what I'm saying? And JT called me and was like, yo, man, that was really a great thing that you did, man, because we all got to actually meet each other. Like ADE and JT Money had never met each other in all the years of them doing music until we brought them to G5. And then we started to do the thing at Compound. You know what I'm saying?
What's up.
But it's like, you know, it's about that unity of bringing these guys together and then letting them talk to the new guys for right now, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling all the new guys, look, man, they even know ADE's talking parts through Bass Rock Express. And he was talking with the T-Pain, what's that called? The thing that you was just talking with, what T-Pain be talking? The auto-tune.
Shit, yeah.
He was doing the auto-tune, telling you about what was inside the car. The car comes with 2 Pioneer amps, 3 speakers. You know what I'm saying? And we know those words.
Yeah.
We know those words. When you know Bass Rock Express, when you know Bass Mechanic, you know the sounds of his record because his jam is so hard. So I'm telling all these artists, dog, if people don't sing or dance to your record, it's not a hit.
It's not a hit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like let's take it back to one-on-one. Because everybody's trying everything. No, you don't try everything. You do what works, brother.
Facts.
And
Facts.
number one, you make music that everybody wants to listen to.
Because even when hip hop came out, it was sampling old school music.
That made it familiar.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
Gigolo Tony, Old McDonald, Canada Farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on this farm he had some bass, and this is how it goes. You was already like, before the song even came up. rapping, you was
Because
already
something familiar
rocking.
with, kind of, and then you just bring it to a newer level. I feel you.
What are
on
these
that.
people making right now? What are these kids making, bro? Like I'm like, that's my whole point. I'm telling people, man, if you're gonna make music, you in Miami, all right? Miami is a music bed. We are known for party, dance,
Jump
music.
vibes. Bass. Yeah,
Look
bass.
at, you got Miami bass, then the next element of music is juke. What does that tell you? If you're not dancing, then you're not gonna make it in Miami.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Even with Pretty Ricky, you was grinding.
Hell yeah.
You was, if a Pretty Ricky song came on, you was pushing some girl up against the wall, trying to give it to her, but in your pants, like, you feeling that? You feeling that? You know what I mean? And I'm telling all these artists, bro, if y'all gonna be serious about y'all music, make music that people want to sing and dance to, brother.
Speaking of Pretty Ricky, man, how was it like working with him?
It was crazy, you know. But it's like, from really Super Real made it possible for me to work with a Pretty Ricky, because Super Real was like, wow, you know, they was so polished when you see them on TV, but then when we was together, they was wild animals. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they put us, they showed me how they was in artist development. That's how they knew how to act in front of a camera. So they put me through artist development. You know what I'm saying? So I could be a better rep. You know what I'm saying? You know, speak with clarity, and you know. So I was like, okay, I understand now. You know, it's like I learned when I was in the music business doing street promotions. Each person would bring me in. Shout out to Justo from Atlantic Records. Justo created the mixtape awards. Like, he was so big on mixtapes because me and my partner Ant-Man was one of the biggest mixtape people. We was from down south, but we was making mixtapes that was killing New York. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, New York couldn't really understand how Miami understood hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, you know, 80 and them tell you when they was on the road, you know, niggas from New York was talking shit about them, making funny. What up, dawg? What up, dawg?
Yeah.
My nigga, what's my nigga? Why not? You know, they saying all that shit, you know, making fun of us. And then 10 years later, that's all that's coming out of their mouth.
Boom. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's like, that's why I tell people, you just gotta be yourself, do you. It's like, AD never tried to rap. He just did what he did. He made bass music. He made it. Him and Magic Mike was like the same type of element. Magic Mike, they was in the bass, you know what I'm saying? And that's what he was successful at. Other than that, he was successful in the producing songs and developing artists. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta find your niche. I got into breaking records, you know what I'm saying? I understood because I was a people person. And I also, like, my first time working in Atlanta's a major market. It's already major players working. But I found this kid, D-Mello. He DJ'd at 4 or 5 clubs a night. And he was always like the main DJ that everybody was waiting for. But he didn't have a ride. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, look, I'm going to pick you up and drop you and take you to all your clubs. You just play all my records. You know what I'm saying? This dude was the main,
exchange, right?
you know, but people wasn't aware, but because he was hustling, that he was that DJ until they started hearing these records just popping up, like boom, boom. Where's this record? Man, D-Mello played in the club. What? And they realized, damn, Teddy T works for. Oh man, damn, this is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Then I started hooking up with all the other DJs. Like, when you work a record, you gotta have value. I just can't come to the DJ like play my record. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to him, taking him out to eat. I'm gonna get him some pussy. I'm gonna get him some weed. I'm gonna make him feel like when he's around me, life is different.
To bring to the table too.
It's different. You know what I'm saying? So when I come back, look, man, I'm gonna make you look good with this record, because this record is gonna be hot, and you're gonna be the first person to play it. And when it blow up, we're gonna come to see you.
That's right.
Like you was the first person that played it, because that's what I do. I have that magic to do that with people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just began doing that and making the DJ become the person instead of just the music breaking. Like, no, it's the DJ that's breaking the record. The DJ played it in the club 5 times last night.
Yeah.
And everybody went to the record store to go try to buy it the next day.
Trying to find out what song that
You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that we want to be able to come back to. You know what I mean? Even though you got everything on digital, that's where the people took it from, so they could take the power of you selling music away from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Independent music. Think about it. ADE, man, they made so much money independently selling music with warehouses full of music. Luke, warehouses full of music.
Yeah.
Luke used to be on tour with Will Smith and them, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Run DMC, and he closing $1 million deals, distribution deals. While they all getting paid just $1,000, thousands of dollars for the show, he's closing $1 million distribution deals.
Oh shit!
Because he's have his own intellectual property. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, my thing of getting on the radio. You know, I didn't graduate from high school. I got a GED and I got a record deal. That's my graduation from high school, was being a part of a record deal situation. From there, I went to college working for record labels. You know what I'm saying? That's why I went to college working in Atlanta with all these major labels, going back and forth from New York. My partner, Ant-Man, Steve Stout, was his first cousin. Steve Stout is his mother's nephew. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, I saw Mariah Carey before she was Mariah Carey. Karen Parsons, the girl from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he was dating her. You know what I'm saying? He was with Left Eye. That's how Left Eye them. He was managing Kid and Play. So that's how they got in House Party 3, TLC.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Even the girl, if y'all go back and watch that movie, it was the girl who came out the birthday cake in House Party 3. She was at Rolex dancing for us all night. And Stevie just put her on a plane and got her clothes in Atlanta the next day. And she did that scene in that movie. You know what I'm saying? But from seeing people like Stevie, Chuck Bone, ADE, Uncle Luke, Rame, you know, these were just people that was in the neighborhood. Like, I could go to the store and see ADE, but then he'll be gone because he'll be on tour in South America. 87, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
And then they took a bunch of little jits, man, from Royal Palm called the Peanuts Gang. Little kids, they took them to South America and had them performing in front of arenas of 20,000, 30,000 people as 16-year-old kids.
See, they showing love.
To get that experience, you know, because AD, he understood that. You know what I mean? Like, you got to take people from out they surrounded and show them that there's more in the world. You know what I'm saying? And that's the objective of, like, you know, when I got on the radio, when I started putting on, my first person I think I put on the radio was maybe Super Cindy. You know what I'm saying? Super Cindy used to come up there with me every day. Damn. Finally, I was like, I'll be Cindy. You know, she went to school for communication. I didn't even go to school for radio when I got hired. I was one of the first people to get hired on the radio without a college degree.
It was like meant for you. It was your avenue.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I earned it. I got a street degree. You know what I'm saying? I earned street credibility. I set it up. So then I got Irie on the radio. You know what I'm saying? It's like I put so many people on that's relevant to today. You know what I'm saying? And working with Luke Records, working with Slip and Slide Records, Trina, Deuce Poppy, Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying? Pitbull, Pretty Ricky, T-Pain, Plies. You know, I'm at Flo. I'm at Strong Arm Radio right now with Flo.
Shout
you know
out Strong Arm Radio.
It's like I stay into the element of what is the Miami music scene, because this is how I'm always able to help and keep the Miami information and things going. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to keep the line. You know what I'm saying? I've been told him these stories forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling people these stories because it's the facts of how Miami's a music bed, and you can't forget a person like ADE, Disco Rick, Young and the Restless, Poison Clan, because they made it possible for all these artists that are making music today to be able to do it.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? And these people had platinum records like Young and the Restless, Poison Ivy was one of the biggest records at the time ever that came out of South Florida. Shake What Your Mama Gave You. You know what I'm saying? Like if they had Spotify now, back then, when these records was out,
yeah, totally different.
Come on, man.
Totally different. Like I said, social media is totally different from back then. And shout out to the people out there who was grinding back then, really making them numbers back then, because I know it was harder back then than it is now.
But it wasn't, because I'm going to tell you, it wasn't harder. That's how it was a lot more independent music. And people was making a lot more independent money. You see what I'm saying?
And then wasn't the middleman or anything like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, once you was able to press up your own 12 inches, that was the key. You had the ability to press up your own 12 inches. I found a pressing plant right across from Plantation High School. You understand me?
That's what's up.
It was a pressing plant. I didn't have to go to Joe Boy, Caribbean. Right, I didn't have to go to none of these down in Miami. I found a pressing plant in Fort Lauderdale. And it was $17.50 to press up 500 copies. I'll never forget that. It was $17.50 to press up 500 copies, because $7.50 was for the lacquer, right? ADE. It It was $7.50 for the lacquer. That was the master. That now all you had to do was just get the records and they pressed it on and they pressed it, and then the records came out. But you had to pay for that lacquer, which was that master. That was $7.50. That's why they cost $17.50.
But then you had the master, so you just keep pressing
You just
it
keep
from
pressing
there.
the records after
That's
that.
lit,
you know what I'm
though.
saying? So
Yeah.
that's why you were the master. You know, so it's like when people gotta understand, like you mastered, you had your master, so you can make your own product. So when you go to get a record deal and you give your masters away, now they could do the same thing that you was able to do. Now who took advantage of it, you or them?
Damn, of course.
You see what I'm saying? You had it for yourself. You could have pressed up all the copies you wanted, but no, you chose to give $1 million so they could make $500 million.
Back then, records was like $20.
$20. You know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of people, you know, that luckily AD's father was in the record business and he was surrounded around people that knew the business. You know what I'm
So
saying?
he had the knowledge around it.
He had the knowledge around him. You know what I'm saying? Which, like, you know, different people. Like I say, Henry Stone was the person who brought in a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Disco Rick learned under Henry Stone, Uncle Luke. A lot of different people was at Henry Stone because he was the pinnacle of Miami music. You
Shout
know,
out to Henry
Betty
Stone.
Wright was independent, but she was nurtured through Henry Stone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's big to understand for female artists like Trina and, you know, City Girls, because Betty Wright was an independent artist back then as a woman. People don't tell you that Betty Wright owned her own label and owned her own music, because that was unheard of back then for a black woman to be able to own and have that power.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
that power.
So that's why she got to be celebrated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need a Betty Wright. No disrespect, they got a
Betty
Trina
Wright.
Day, but they need a Betty Wright Day because
Yeah.
Betty Wright made it possible for Trina. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know, no disrespect to Trina. Trina's definitely carried on that torch, you know, but it got to have that source of being from Betty Wright. You know what I'm saying? Because she
That's
brought
what's
it in, you know.
That's what's up, 100%.
And that's what's missing, right? That's what's missing from our setting in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, people know Uncle Luke, people know Disco Rick, people know but people don't even really know Disco Rick as much. Like, Disco Rick came up through Gucci Crew writing for them. He was a DJ at first. You know what I'm saying? And he got on and he made some of the biggest records, even getting with Bone Thugs and Harmony, remixing one of their records, making it a bass record, and he won a Grammy from that record.
That's lit.
You see what I'm saying? How many people this day could even say they won anything? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Y'all know Case 100 in 1984, 85. I mean 1990, 2004, 2005 was Billboard Songwriter of the Year. Case 100. Y'all know who
out to
Case
Case
100 is?
Shout out to
Yeah,
Case
shout out
100,
Case
man.
100, man.
Okay, because he had wrote Let's Go. He wrote Let's Go that year with Trick. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So it's like there's a lot of accolades that these artists have that's out here that these new artists got to understand who these people are. Like right now, Buster Free, Case, and Ball Greasy have a record out that's like killing the streets. You know what I'm saying? People are singing and dancing to their song.
And that's
To
what
all
you
the
want.
to all the independent artists out there,
That's what you
that's
want.
based in South Florida, what they need to know as being an independent artist, on what they need to do for themselves, business wise.
Don't be a rapper, number one. Like,
Be an artist.
I need everybody to really pay attention in the music industry. The people that you see, who are the people that's really getting money?
Yeah,
Who?
facts. The people
Promoters?
on top.
No.
The
The people that are artists that you would call an artist. Who are the ones that's really getting the money throughout all this hip hop?
the people they signed to.
Names. I'm gonna give you one name. Puff Daddy,
Puff. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Rick Ross.
What is Jay-Z? Jay-Z's is a what?
He's an entrepreneur. You feel me?
You see
He
what I'm
out here.
saying?
He doing this stuff.
But that's the key.
yeah.
You
You can't just be
a
in
rapper.
one thing.
You got to be an entrepreneur. You got to be a jack of all trades. You
Facts.
got to be able to like understand this.
A millionaire didn't make just one source of income from
In
one
the
thing.
music game, the intellectual property is in the production. So whoever
Facts.
owned the production owned the song. So a beat maker, right? He make a beat and he sell it to I got to do right now. My man, I can't think. He from Montgomery. He bought all of his beats from a kid for $200, and then resold them for $30,000, $40,000 to Jay-Z and all these other people. And he even got a Grammy from this kid beats of selling him for $200.
Crazy.
Because the kid was not understanding intellectual property. Like, you're a beat maker. The producer is the person who buy the beat. Now, if you don't never let nobody buy your beat, but you let them share in your revenue, that's a difference. You understand me? That's like, I'm going to buy a Benz today, and then I'm going to just sell it to you tomorrow.
You got to know what you're doing.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Big L, he used to get his beats and sell them to people back in the day, I heard, too.
Yeah,
You feel
because
me?
that was how he made money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to understand intellectual property. Like, I tell the artist, when you make a record, if this person come along and want to buy the record, would you sell that record or you want to keep it for yourself? The people that say I want to keep it for themselves, I'm not working with you because you don't want to make money. You want to be famous.
That's right.
Facts.
Not understanding in common sense, if we sell that person that record, we got the money to put you out. So you're not even using common sense in what you're doing. There's no sense of dealing with you because you don't have no real logic. There's no real education, intelligence in what you're doing. You know what I mean? So number one, you got to create yourself a business and then develop your business. If you create a business and you got a bank account and you buying things to develop the business after a year, you don't what's that when you overcharge the card?
Overdraft.
If you don't overdraft over a year, you could, if you got money going in the bank, you can go to the bank and they'll give you a loan.
Gems right there. I hope y'all heard that.
You start buying your studio equipment and start buying it rent to own. The company that you buy doing business to business with, every time you paying your fee, your credit's going up. So now after 6 months, you done paid off all of this product, all these things. You got credit. You can go to the bank like, look, I paid these things off already. I got credit. Okay, we'll give you $10,000. We'll give you $20,000. You know what I'm saying? Do business. Like, that's why there used to always be people that did business in the music business and people that did music. Because the business is what keep the music going. Without the business, there is no music.
That's right.
So people just making music and all they got is music and there's no business.
Pretty much what? 90% business, 10% music, right?
I mean, so you hear what I'm telling you. What do most people have? They got a computer full of music. But where's the business? They don't even have it copywritten. They don't got it published. They don't even got no means of which to make money from their music. And these people are still going to TuneCore. You got an ISRC code? No, we'll give you one. Okay, so they just took over your music internationally. You got a publisher? No, don't worry about it. We'll do it. They just took 50% of your publishing. You're not getting robbed. You giving your shit away.
I hope y'all listening.
You know what I'm saying? People always say they got robbed after they realize they gave their shit away, but they pride want to tell everybody they got robbed. So now this is how people go into the music industry. Like, man, music industry is treacherous. Music industry, no, man. It's just like any other business. You got to learn the business and know the value of what is what in the business and understand the revenue streams that you have. You know, I tell the artists, when you come out, merchandise should be the number one thing that you push because that's how you could fund your whole deal through shirts, hats, cups. You know what I'm saying?
Branding.
And it's going to brand yourself. Your merchandise is going to sell way more than your show money and record sales do anyway once you get it developed.
Facts.
You know, so come in understanding you're a business and you got 13 revenue streams that you need to develop. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you a few because I can't give you everything. I hit my cash out, my own
Hit
building.
my dog, he gonna take
I
care
do
of
consultations, baby.
He'll take care of
1,500.
ya.
Holla, you can ask me anything 24 hours a day. I wake up out my sleep and smoke a joint and talk to you.
Besides the consultation, what you got going on like right now or upcoming?
Well, right now I got this thing. I always do tours. So now after the coronavirus done let off, I got the Lit Lounge tour that I'm doing in Atlanta and Miami.
Okay.
And the Lit Lounge tour, I'm highlighting Memorial Weekend, but Lit Lounge tour can happen any week because it's all the same clubs that are rocking every week.
Okay.
And that's the first thing that these artists are afraid to go in and communicate with promoters, club owners,
Crazy. How they gonna get known?
and DJs. This is your first 1-2 situation, because if a promoter sees you and you want to come to his show and you bought 20 people that want to pay, that's going to support you, he's going to look at that and remember that. Like there used to be this dude named Smiles from down south. He used to always get booked because he would bring 100 people from down south that would pay money and buy bottles to watch him perform.
Yeah.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
crazy.
You got to build leverage for yourself. You have to create that illusion. Fake it till you make it. If you want people to book you, book your own show and tell all your friends to come to that show. And do it on a hot night and let other people know. These other promoters will be like, damn, the club was kind of weak last night. Yeah, such did a party for real. Yeah, that shit was packed. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that them all your friends and you let half the people in free. And
I hope y'all listen.
you know what I'm saying? But these are the things that you got to do, man. You got to like.
Chess, man.
You got to use your brain, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the music industry is based off of imagination, entertainment, excitement, money. So if you're not presenting any of these things, how could you expect to move forward? You know what I'm saying? Like, let your song play before you go perform it. Like, I have nothing against showcases, but a showcase is only there for you to really show up in front of the artist. So now they want to get features. So now they want to rock with you. You see what I'm saying? Now they gonna be like, man, they promoting you. So you can't go to a showcase every week, and you can't go to every showcase. You know, you got to go to the right showcases, and you got to display the right stuff at the right time.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what makes the value of what you're doing.
I really hope they listening, these artists, man. You really spitting these facts out here, these gems for them, man. 100.
I mean, you know, it's in everything. You know, it's like the same thing I deal with, like when I come back. Like, I'm Wild Man Teddy T on that side, but now I'm 50 years old. I done came back, you know, as Baron Theo Mound Builder. You know what I'm saying? Because in consciousness, we got to understand that we can't be referring to ourselves as black and white and expect to have any type of status of law in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Black and white isn't who we are as a people, it's a status. You know what I'm saying? Black is blacked out of nationality, white is privilege. So we got to have nationality. As so-called black people in America, we are the only people that don't have nationality. We're described as Negroes, coloreds, African Americans,
Black.
no nationality. You see what I'm saying? This is a problem because without nationality, you can't have international and human rights. So that's why we're fighting over civil rights all the time, not human rights, because we're not considered to be human as being black.
Crazy, man.
Ain't nothing changed. This is the United States of America. This is how they was created. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I got a little vibe I do on Thursday on In the Air FM. It's called Indigenous Vibes.
Okay.
Well, I'm breaking down like pretty much the indigenous elements, pre-Columbian. The terms is pre-Columbian, meaning life before Columbus. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot going on in America. America is the old country. You know what I mean? People got to really research that this is the old, like, this is the matriarch side. And then the sons went to the east to create their kingdoms because they couldn't stay underneath the mother's rule. So they went and created their kingdoms. But they had to come back home to be who they was. You know what I'm saying? So when you deal with Europeans leaving England, they was no longer a part of England. They wasn't a part of a country no more. So when they came here, at that time, they wasn't a nation of people. They were subjects, like slaves, until they was given sovereignty by the King of England, which made them now become what is called Americans.
This is the Declaration of Independence.
No, it's just sovereignty. That Declaration of Independence is what they wrote. But the King of England gave the people sovereignty, meaning they could be Americans, they can create their own government, they can go ahead and follow through with what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? These were the immigrants who came here. The people who were already here were blacked out of nationality because they had, if you had one drop of African blood, you couldn't be nothing but a slave. So that one drop rule took the nationality from the black Indians, all the different nationalities and colors of people because of that one drop rule. You know what I'm saying? So people that were Indians were considered to be slaves. So
Crazy.
that's how they mixed all that up. Like, common sense for me is when you got people who, when you got people that, that are running away, you know, runaway slaves. How can Africans run? Where do they know where to run? So the people that were running were slaves that they were already getting from here, the indigenous Native Americans. That's why they started going to get more Africans, because they knew they couldn't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And then even the Africans that they were getting, this guy Anthony Johnson, he freed himself in Virginia, created one of the biggest Virginia tobacco farms. He even had black and white slaves. A black slave left his plantation, went to work for a white slave. Anthony Johnson sued the white slave master and got the black slave back.
Oh man, that's what's up.
You see what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
I think it's a lot, like, in history in this country that they cover up. You know, they paint
They
a
try to
certain
do
picture,
that shit all the time.
like it was a certain type of way in this country. And
Well, yeah, because we're conquered people. So the conquered people gonna get conquered information, because they can't make you feel like you're a king because you got conquered. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole element. But it's like you got, like, my family is from Saline County, which is called Little Egypt in Illinois. My aunt is from Cairo, Egypt. Cairo, Illinois. Like, there's Cairo, Egypt. There's mimic different cities that are in Egypt and all the Middle East that are in North America. You know what I'm saying? So people have to do the research. This is really the Orient. This is the old Asia element. You know what I'm saying? And we come back even as the Amaru to the west, and the Amaru become the Amorites in the Bible in the east. And the Amorites used to praise Amaru, like Ptah, Osiris. All of them was from Atlantis. They all came from the west, and these are all the gods of Kemet. But they came from the west, which is here.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what I do. I teach people facts. I teach people information so that you can really be knowledgeable about your ancestral national development. You know what I'm saying? We are a nation of people. Like, there are at least, I'm gonna say there's at least 10, but there's even more. There's at least 10 to 20 different Negroid species on Earth. Like how there's some people say they're Poland, they from Russia, they from y'all. That's all the same people. You know, like some people say, well, I'm a mutt. No, you're not. Why would you think you're a mutt? Your blood is still pure. You know what I'm saying?
From one source.
It came from one source. So don't consider yourself a mutt. You know what I'm saying? Take yourself back to where you come from and be that. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what is going to give you human rights. That's going to give you international rights. That's going to give you things that's not jurisdiction of the United States. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things you learn the rule of law. You learn the law of the land. Like they say, our freedom is in all law. Because if you learn the law, you can have freedom. There's different things that they're doing to us as a people that's against the law. That's against the oath of office that they took as their jobs. You see what I'm saying? So you just got to learn these standards and be able to pinpoint the things on those levels. You know, so, you know, like we come from the Amaru Empire, Washita, they dug the mound. 1993, the Empress Vybes, she went to the United Nations and was recognized as one of the oldest indigenous nations in the world, the 215th nation in 1993, from Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana. If you ride through Louisiana on I-20, you go through Washita proper, and it's spelled with an O-A-C-H-I-T-A because the French, Marquis Maison Rouge, when King Louis and Antoinette got their heads cut off in 1790 during the Revolution, French Revolution, Baron Cordalet and Baron Bastrop connected and brought all the rest of the 30 families to Louisiana.
Oh, wow.
And in the name Louisiana is the marriage of Louis and Anna. Marquis Maison Rouge is Louis and Anna is Anna Marie Washita, the princess of the Washita. That's the name. If you look at it, it's Louis and Anna.
Louisiana.
You see what I'm
Louisiana.
saying? They
Crazy.
knew that the Roman Catholic Church wouldn't recognize the marriage, so they put it in the state, in the will. The land went into the will in 1848, which is the real Juneteenth. The land was given back to the Turner family that was taken during the Louisiana Purchase, because it wasn't about land take. It was about the United States being able to trade and go up the Mississippi River to actually dock and be able to trade.
And be able to trade.
It
That's
wasn't
crazy.
about a land grab, because it wasn't Spain's land. It wasn't French land to sell to America. It wasn't Spain to sell to French. The Spain were the protectors of the land through the land grants with connecting with the Washita, which was the empress when they first came over in the 1400s. You know what I'm saying? And you find like how that comes out when you look at in Miami. The empress did a cease and desist at the Miami Circle. If you go where the Miami Circle is down on Brickell, it's all indigenous setup. The Tamaku, I forgot what it is. The Indians that's there, they got a big pole, but it's all Native American along with the Miami Circle and Brickell.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because the indigenous people sold that land to the Brickels, to the Brickels, and then they went to Cuba. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But you know, in my class, I get in depth because it's about the discovery doctrine, the papal bull that was created by the Roman Catholic Church. The Holy Roman Catholic Church created these elements to be able to take to where if you go to a place and find what they call Saracens, which were dark-skinned people, you can take the land and subjugate the people to slaves. So this is what they gave Portugal and Spain the right to do. So during those times, when you look up, you're going to see Portugal over here or Spain over there. Those were the two factions that were able to split the world at the time with the papal bull. So that's why Columbus discovered America through the discovery doctrine. You know, then the discovery doctrine stands up in court, Supreme Court in 1825 when they say that Johnson McIntosh bought land from Native Americans, and then the Supreme Court said, well, because the Indians were dominated through Christian domain through the discovery doctrine, none of them could sell land to private citizens, only the United States who conquered them.
Crazy.
And the Constitution says that no international law shall ever be presented in domestic law, and that was a situation right there where the Supreme Court used the discovery doctrine to make this. And after that, the Trail of Tears started. They moved the demarcation line from the Appalachian Mountains to the Mississippi River, and it made all the Indians go to Oklahoma during the Trail of Tears. The only ones who didn't leave was Cherokees, because Cherokees was like, nah, we staying here. They got the dude in Georgia, take it to the Supreme Court. They was like, nah, they good. So the Cherokee got to stay. The Seminoles in Miami, they fought, and they defeated the United States. So they got to stay.
That's
in
why
Miami.
that's why we got all these casinos around
The
here.
black
right?
Seminoles. Nah, but see, these were the black Seminoles.
Oh, the black one.
These were the black Seminoles because it was a Negro war that they was fighting.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Now these red Seminoles that come in, they come in because of They come in because of quantum, blood quantum. Blood quantum is based off of European blood. So a lot of these Native Americans that are claiming Native Americans are de facto just like the government.
Gotcha.
They're European. They're not true Native Americans. Like if you go to the Seminoles, they call the Yamasee Seminoles. The Yamasee was a full black tribe. That was the warrior tribe that fought the Yamasee Wars in 1713 against the Red Indians and the Europeans. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't win, so they came to Florida, the 5 civilized tribes, and that's why Seminole is a half. So 5 civilized tribes was all these tribes came to become one tribe in Florida called the Black Seminoles.
Wow, man, y'all just got
You know
some
what I'm saying?
history.
Woo!
And the Dade Massacre was what helped end the war with the United States when they massacred Sergeant Dade 15-1. Wow. They massacred 1,500 people of Sergeant Dade's troops.
Crazy.
You know, that's why Miami got a lot of guns. They's ready for the war.
Y'all just got
you see what I'm
history
saying?
on the
My dog-
country.
my dog
Y'all got
out here.
history on
Spitting
Miami.
gems, giving
listen.
artists his information.
You
When
already
can we
know.
expect a book out of Wild Teddy, man?
It's coming, man. You
I know we need a book, man.
I mean, right
you
now,
have a life here, man.
I'm really into the decolonization, like, you know, because I started a program in school at Sunrise High. It was called the I Know Foundation Business Academy. I taught these kids how to really, you know, look at life differently from an entrepreneur level with the soft skills. And we created an album, EP, and we created a documentary. The documentary won Best Youth Documentary at the Florida Film Festival. The very first documentary the kids ever made. You know what I'm saying? So from that, you know, me and the principal really was working. She was like, man, these kids are learning more in your program than they are going to school. So she quit the school. So we have this situation right here called 5-Star Education.
Let me put it a little closer.
5-Star Education is a virtual online for 6th to 12th graders to be able to come in and get a accredited diploma where you can go on to colleges from the audio, from the viral situation. It's a tech school. You know what I mean? So we're dealing with technology. We're dealing with a lot of different elements of high consciousness. So we're dealing international and domestic because we want to help raise the consciousness of these international areas, especially in Africa, Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Getting scholarships for some of these at-risk kids in America to come to this situation to grow their education. You know what I'm saying? Same thing like back in the days with India and China, what they did at Silicon Valley. There's a lot of kids that came from those schools and went back to India and China. That's why India and China are number one in technology right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's about the future right now. The future is right now.
Right now.
What we're doing right now is being seen, but it's going to be later. Like what we talk about now is going to be later. The only thing you can change is the future right now.
Right now.
You got to change the future right now.
Speaking of right now, we about to get into a couple tracks right now.
Yeah.
You already know what it is.
Yeah.
H.O.C. Brunch Vibes. We got the
live.
OG Wild Man Teddy T.
Now,
Yeah.
representative.
That's right, man.
I get paid in
And,
Broward.
We gonna start it off with this one here, man.
What we got, Trey?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Shout out everybody got us tuned in right now. We streaming on 9 different platforms at the same time. Let's go.
We way in the back. Don't fuck around with all these broke niggas, they whack. Ooh, you got a whole club watching you. So go and do what you do.
Big ass, big thighs.
I love it when you twerking for me, baby.
You can't deny.
I love it when you twerking for me, baby.
Big ass, big thighs.
I love it when you twerking for me, baby.
You can't deny.
I love it when you twerking for me, baby. Bounce, 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 bounce. I'ma blow this big bag like a whole house. All this drip on my neck will make you drown, drown. All that pound cake, girl, I'm tryna pound, pound. She gon' do them freaky things when I say so. She gon' bust it, bust it, bust it like a Draco. She the type of girl to make you wanna stay home. She got it going on. Twerk, 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 twerk. Oh yeah. She make you wanna throw your money in the air. In South Florida, they get naked, baby, they don't care. In South Florida, they get naked, baby, they don't care. Ooh, you got a whole club watching you. So go and do what you do.
Big ass, big thighs.
I love it when you twerking for me, baby.
You can't deny.
I love it when you twerking for me, baby.
Big ass, big thighs.
I love it when you twerking for me, baby.
You can't deny.
I love it when you twerking for me, baby. Twerk, 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 twerk. Twerk, 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 twerk.
She like X, Louis V, Grand Lacoste, Mercedes, Superman, take her up her blue dolphins, Transformers, Adam, even Christmas trees, every speed, pink ecstasy. Number one stunner, thumbs up, space shuttle star. She like X, yeah, yeah. She like X, yeah, yeah. She like X, yeah, yeah. She like X, yeah. She turn up like the volume. She's a freaky that model. Man, I swear the bitch got body, slim waist, cute face. She's a hottie. Keep her rolling on the rolls. Gotta keep her on her toes. Send her into outer space. That's how I keep her in her place. Stay tight. Say the ex give her life. Keep her begging for them. I'ma let her have it later on tonight. Give her something she can feel. She love when I keep it real. I'm not sick, but my shit ill. Told her been fly like this a skill. Love when I do her wrong, but she know I'm Mr. Right. You can give a dog a bone, but she's still ready to bite. I can't trust her, but I love her anyway. I'm by her side, cause I learned no matter what she do, she
Damn, son, where'd you find
swag
this?
with a bass suit.
Bitch, I'm about to check. I'm finna run me up a check. I swear these hoes ain't about
You already know what it is, man. Shout out to Chop. This that new Chop. Florida Boy Music. Tune in.
Swag with a bass suit.
Bitch, I'm about to check. I'm finna run me up a check. I swear these
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Make me cut up. Fuck around and make us cut up. Don't make me cut up. Yeah, go lie.
Don't be talking shit, you gon' make me cut up. Then lil' mama think she bout to have me nut up. Don't be talking flop.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Swag with a bass suit.
Bitch, I'm about to check. I'm finna run me up a check. I swear these hoes ain't about to check.
Yeah, this that new Chop. Florida Boy Music. You already know what it is, man. Y'all tapping in the H.O.C. Brunch Vybes. Let's get it.
I'm finna run me up a check. You disrespect these hollows coming at your neck. I want her neck. She want some sex. She said her last nigga was broke, ain't had no check. He couldn't even keep her wet. You play, you lay, I leave your shit all on the curb, it look like paint. I get active with this chopper, hollow tips gon' eat his face. She get active for a check, she eat the dick up like some cake. It's a banana on this K, I fucked the checker for this bait. Me and my niggas be some soldiers, we maneuver like some tanks. Me and Lil' Frank, we ran a checkup, we ain't take it to the bank. It's out of smoking out the bottom of the bag, I'm rolling shade. You ain't no bad bitch, baby, you ain't running up a check. I'm finna run me up a check. I swear these hoes ain't about to check. You better go get you a check. If he ain't talking about a check, then I can't go for that. You know I'm all about a check, I thought I told you that. Ran off on a couple scammers, yeah, I'm known for that. And baby body like a bottle, but a soda flat. She shaking ass for a check. Bust down with the team after I go run up a check. Told her get down on her knees, I only want her for her neck. I got that gang all up in VIP, they throwing up, they say you get stretched, tryna flex, tryna show off all your racks. So exposure, ran him up a quarter ticket, trapping out a splat. Woke up to 20K, make money in my sleep, yeah, that's a fact. I'm in the strip, throwing 10 at her ass, cause it's fat. I'm in the strip with my blick, cause I got a whole check, 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 check. I'm finna run me up a check, 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 check. I swear these hoes ain't about to check, 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 check. You better go get you a check, 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 check.
Swag with a basic. Hey, swag with a basic.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Finna run me up a check, 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 check. I swear these hoes ain't about to check, 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 check.
Don't be talking shit, you gon' make me cut up. Then lil' mama think she bout to have me nut up. Don't be talking flop, heard that shit was cut up. Yeah, catch us in the spot and watch a nigga nut up. Yeah.
Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Ooh. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Ooh. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Ooh. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Standing on the paper with my shoe. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. I can make it rain, watch the news. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Holding money to my head, me and money real intimate. Every time I pull up in something different. Hitters know me, dealers know me everywhere in Memphis. 20s on me, 50s on me, flipping through these Benjamins. I got whole problems, it's calling, I can't let them get to me. Breaking down pounds in the house, smoking out the beat. Feds watching it, talking, ooh, they tryna plot on me. I'm 201 popular, they watch me like binoculars. Ooh, was a runner, but I flipped it to a cool. I'm the same motherfucker with the juice. Bitch, I can make it rain, watch the news. Look how I'm standing on this paper with my shoes. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool.
Yeah, you are not tuned in to H.O.C. Brunch Vybes. It's that Rolly Rich, make it look cool. We live. That's what we do, baby. Each and every Sunday, make sure to tune in. See your music in. See your music video in. H.O.C. Brunch Vybes at H.O.C. Brunch Vybes.
Never took out gas shopping, but I seen them all topping.
H.O.C. featured artist at gmail.com.
Since my song dropped. Remember when I wouldn't get no profits. They thought I was just talking. Publishing company open up options. Got your boy Memphis walking. Had it hard, broke them laws. Hit this south, locked them jaws. Pistol loaded in my drawers. Y'all flip bags, I flip balls. Y'all flip brows, I hit miles. I'm on business answering calls. Sky's the limit, like the stars. If you don't catch the wrong charge. Was a runner, but I flipped it to a cool. I'm the same motherfucker with the juice. I can make it rain, watch the news. Look how I'm standing on this paper with my shoes. Don't make it look cool. 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 Standing on the paper with my shoes. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool. I can make it rain, watch the news. Don't make it look cool. Don't make it look cool.
Yeah, this that Mitchell CMS. 2 shots. We live with it, baby. You know what it is, H.O.C. Brunch Vybes. Hit that share button, let them know what we doing. Let's get it.
It's conscience, yeah. Woo. It's y'all way of don't bang, bitch. It's 2 shots to your dome. Never seen like you ain't never coming home. But we made it. Yeah. It's 2 shots to his chest. Took his last breath, he ain't even get the rest. But we made it. Made it. Learn from the wise. Ain't no angels in the skies. A lot of devils in sheep clothing, live in disguise. My soul been gold, ain't come with a prize. Just a surprise of being hypnotized from their lies. The devil creeping in the dark. Birth to destroy, so they play and they part while I stand in the light. Can't be deceived, my prayers in this life. I give more than what I receive. Photogenic beliefs, remember them times I couldn't sleep. Things got crazy but me. Ain't no love in these streets and it's in the street. Your close friends turn into your enemy. They turn your back so you let them be. Wash your hands on them. No condolence and you live in your purpose. When good times turn to tragedies. When all in all we tryna find peace. When all in all we tryna not be deceased. Because it's 2 shots to your dome. Never seen like you ain't never coming home. But we made it. Yeah. It's 2 shots to his chest. Took his last breath, he ain't even get the rest. We made it, made it. Just reaching my highest purpose before I'm underneath. I say a prayer before I speak. I say a prayer before I sleep. They still manipulating our minds through the TVs. Now we free and they know it, but we still in the moment. I keep an honest versus kill with no aroma. And they soul is mind, body, soul. Ain't no life when that body get cold. Open up your mouth to the truth and release your soul. But you still out here chasing checks. Ain't no telling what's coming up next. When you get the results through a text. Now you're young and dumb-minded and blinded, and they killing us in silence. Rest in peace to our life. They sold us out for money, power, and fame. Left us with nothing that told us to stay in our name. Things ain't gon' change but us. It's 2 shots to your dome. Never seen like you ain't never coming home. But we made it. Yeah. It's 2 shots to his chest. Took his last breath, he ain't even get the rest. But we made it. Made it.
You already know what time it is, baby. It's your boy Trey Live, and we gon' take you back. Come on, we live. Come on, so make you wanna do a 2-step, baby. Vibe. You know, I already know house of currency in the bill. Vibe. Hey, yeah. Baby, you send me out. Yeah. Baby, you send me out. Hey. Yeah, you send me out of space when I see your face. I keep a smile on me when you walk away. Sometimes I wanna call, but I ain't got nothing to say. I'm knowing you the one, I'm calling you my babe. You send me to a height that I've never been. You make it all better in this life of sin. No matter what they think of me, babe, you a 10. I don't give a damn where we at, we can get it in. Yeah, sexy little son, a real woman. They try to hold her back, but she's still coming. No matter what they say, hey, she's still smiling. No matter what your age, babe, still got it. Trips to the tropics cause you make your own profit. Picture perfect, baby, you ain't never got a crop it. Out of this world, something like a comet. I be standing there waiting for you to drop it. Baby, you send me high, I don't wanna come down. Baby, you doing it right, I'ma need you around. Yeah, some say it's passion, but I'ma call it magic. You think I'm about to kill it, how I play, I get to stabbing. Lights, camera, action, see you my other fraction. I promise you the energy is matching. Baby, you send me baby, you send me you said I just don't want it. Baby, you send me baby, you send me you said I just don't want it. So
H.O.C. Brunch Vibes. You already know what it is, man. You in the mix right now. We got the legendary OG Wild Man Teddy T in the building. Shout out to Strong Radio. Blaze 88.7. Y'all make sure to check in every Saturday, man. I just started my new sports show, man. We Live Sports Talk.
You already know what it is. This your boy Trey Live, man. You see where we at, Blaze 88.7. Any artist trying to get their music played, any athletes trying to come in and do an interview, you already know, man. Hit your boy up, man. We Live Sports Talk every Saturday, man, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We live.
That's right, baby. You know what it is, and we gonna get right back into the mix. And I'm gonna get into this next track by Deja. Shout out to GFOE, man. God and family over everything. That's the squad. We live, baby.
Run the track! Run the track! Run the track! If it's smoke, let it be known, little bitch. Yeah. It's time to
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Let's go. Say I won't. All these hoes came in that damn threat here. Now I don't see you, bitch. Who the fuck next? She said she wanna wreck, so no more, little bitch. I match your motherfucking chest like a best. Now if you wanna test it, ain't gon' scratch some beat your ass till you learn fucking lesson. If I spaz, I'm on your ass. Ain't no brakes on gas, little bitch. If I spaz, I'm on your ass. Ain't no brakes on gas, little bitch. You say you got bros, but they some hoes. Fucking my bros gon' spaz. You better not make the wrong move, cause them killers right in your ass. Smoke and get your issue. Lil' bro, bleed, better get him some tissue. I'm in the whip, hitting the gas lean, cause I know I can't live in the past. When my niggas coming through, they'll wear the mask. They'll do anything just to get to the bag. Mama said, slow down, baby, moving too fast. Mama said, mama, I had to get off my ass. But I miss my niggas screaming, long live Taz. Niggas speaking on them, that's suicide. It's a cold world, bitches do or die. If you want it, then you got it, ain't no need to supply. Better keep it busy on you, but that's how you survive. But we gon' rock, cause nigga, if you better tell your game to pop out. We gon' line their ass like you getting a plate from the cookout. See you watching, bitch, look out. Watch wrist fast, don't look crazy, gon' get on your ass. Cause if I spaz, I'm on your ass. Ain't no brakes on gas, little bitch. If I spaz, I'm on your ass. Ain't no brakes on gas, little bitch. Sensei. Welcome to the mind of a maniac. About to spaz out, fuck that. Where the K at? Come to your house, shoot you where you lay at. All the snake shit, fuck nigga, just say that. Had it up to here with you niggas. Really not feeling you niggas. One wrong move, get rid of you niggas. Really ready to run the fucking drill on niggas. Me and my sis gon' slide. All black, catch us outside. Pause. Since 2:15, I've been ready to slide. You killed my brother, now it's time you die. Had a little nigga look me in my eyes. I'm back, nigga, no be surprised. No remorse, nigga, no sympathy. I'm satisfied. I had to get that one in. You say that's your dog, nah, fuck that, he your next of kin. If I did the shit once, fuck nigga, I do the shit again. You cross me, I ex you, I feel reborn again.
Alright, that's good.
If I spaz, I'm on your ass. Ain't no brakes on gas, little bitch. If I spaz, I'm on your ass. Ain't no brakes on gas, little bitch.
I bounce out that stick with a Tesla. I shoot at your kids and your grandson. You pussy ass niggas ain't on none. Posted up with the block with a honey bun. For real. I got an ass out on the beat while I run one. I'm open the Glock, but to show you some. These pussy ass niggas be trippin'. Fuck around, come up missing. I don't know who they think they dissing. My niggas stick on me like leeches. Yes, they do, yes, they do. What you say, sis? If I spaz, I'm on your ass. Ain't no brakes, all gas, little nigga.
I with that bitch to Reebok. I shoot that bitch to D-Car. Ayy, ayy. I'm on this block, try to hit it top. I'm on this block, try to knock 'em out. Ayy, ayy. Bitch, I got drip, no hot sauce. Bitch, I'm on the top, try to knock 'em out. Ayy, ayy. Jumping on this bitch, no Reebok. Jumping on this bitch with a G-shot. Ayy, ayy.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
We live. You are. My bad. We gonna get it right. All right, we live, man. This next track is by Dilly Chris. Dilly Chris, man, reggae artist. You already know what it is. It's that new track, Money Up. Let's get it.
Dilly Chris.
Me never broke yet, no. Versace shoes make you get upset, yeah. Fresh diesel jeans when me step out of yard, yeah. Versace belt when me never touch yet. Them say, oh, me so clean, and me never bust yet. Like a music alone can make my bust check. If me answer me phone, money at the subject. Them attack, say me bro, you're an object. Cause a money man a pre, get your money up, yeah, yeah. Why them vex, cause we money now, yeah. I be a buckle, we a buy bill running up. Run hot, money top. Man a hustle every day, forget the pay paper. Yeah, girl I said the thing major. My money well enough, full up in a ring truck. That's why me no beg no favors. My money pan the rise like when the sun a rise up. Yeah, coulda never miss a boy a try to size up. Them no in a my league, them no in a my lane, them no in a my zone, so they better wise up. Cause me money dep on another level. I'm ready fi go to the top another level. Can't follow my lead, can't cut my speed. Me cologne it a creed them miserable. Cause a money man a pray get your money up. Yeah, yeah. Why them vex? Cause we money now. I be a buckle we a buy bill running up. Run hot, money top. Man a hustle every day forget the paper. Yeah, girl I said the thing major. My money well enough, full up in a ring truck. That's why me no beg no favors. You want to born in the riches like Marley kids them. You allowed bomb bite like Marley wisdom. We make it out of the ghetto know all it is. Then yet still we survive. Duh. Me turn a grand into $1 million real quick. No, me a count millions, real shit. Man, fi make it in a life, you have a real fit. Now me a count and me girl them real thick. Cause a money man a pray get your money up. Why them vex? Cause we money now. I be a buckle, we a buy bill running up. Money, run hot, money top. Man a hustle every day forget the paper. Yeah, y'all a say the thing major. My money well enough, full up in a ring truck. That's why me no beg no favor. Me just buy a 10-bed, 5-bathroom house and just turn round and flip it. You see the profit that me make from the house, then me give it to me girl and tell her say me keep it. When some boy come and talk off them up for money, just tell them say me say them fi sip it. Cause the life for them a dream about 19 no long in a 2020. Me a live it. Cause a money man a pray get your money up. Why them vex? Cause we money now. I be a buckle we a buy bill running up. Run hot, money top. Man a hustle every day forget the paper. Yeah, girl I said the thing major. My money well enough, full up in a ring truck. That's why me no beg no favors.
Yeah, you already know what time it is, man. I hope y'all enjoyed what we brought to the table for y'all. We got Wild Man Teddy T in the building.
Whoa.
Yeah, my dog was dropping gems for y'all.
Do you consider yourself as a legend, OG?
Yeah, because I made myself a legend.
Yeah, let me drop the bombs for that.
I feel like, you know, like,
even take that as ego.
I came up like with people that I consider to be legends. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just when people tell me the stories of what I've done, and I know the experiences that I've had, you know, I feel like I've got that point to be legend. You know what I mean? Like I'm with the class. You know, when I kick it with Kool Herc, Red Alert, Jam Pony, Jerry Russian, James T. You know what I'm saying? I'm with legends. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that just rubbed off on me to be who I am. You know what I mean? So it's a blessing when somebody says that I'm a legend. I'm like, I'm glad to be alive and people call me a legend. You know what I'm saying? That was the one thing that I wanted, because a lot of times people don't be called a legend till they dead. You know what I mean? And when little kids, you know, come up to me like, you Teddy T, you a legend. You know, that's just what they've heard. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's hard.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So this game here, very overwhelming. You feel me? I know me personally, my life is hectic and it's super hard for me. But someone like you, your life is super fast. Everything coming to you. How do you balance it all, man?
Balance. I'm a Libra.
Shout out to Libras. I'm a Libra too, man. Libra gang. Libra gang.
That's the key, is balance. Like, Libras are the only sign that isn't an animal or a person. It's an instrument, and it's an actual scale. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you're in the music industry, you got to balance, you know, who you are from the character that you create. You know, like Calvin Broadus. He's always Calvin Broadus to people that he know when he come home to his family. You know what I'm saying? And he's Snoop Dogg to the people. Even Maurice Young is Maurice Young to the people who know him. You know what I'm saying? And he's Trick Daddy to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's the balance that you got to have in life. You know, you got to balance your personal and your career. Like, there's times like on Saturday, I don't go nowhere. I stay home and I deal with family stuff. You know what I'm saying? Only way I'm going out on a Saturday is somebody pay me. You know what I mean? But you got to have that time for yourself where you can just relax, chill, exercise. Whatever you're going to do for you, do it for you. And that's the balance. Like, even during the day, there's things that I do for people and there's things that I do for self. and that's balance.
Facts. Y'all hear that? Even though y'all out there grinding, still make time for you.
Family.
You feel me? 100, man. Now, last question I got for you here. For someone like you who had all these blessings fall on the table to you, right? Is there anything right now you regret you never caught on to back then? Like you were like, damn, I had that opportunity, but now they popping now. Is there any artist or any type of opportunity you regret you never grabbed onto back in the day?
Man, because I did what I could do. I did everything. Like, my life is a dream. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I never had to work hard for anything I ever achieved. You know what I'm saying? I put myself in a position to get it. You know? Drake say, I pray for what I want, then I go get it. You know what I'm saying? And that was like one of the rawest statements that I've heard a person in the industry ever say, because that's how I feel anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you could pray for things, but you still got to go get it. You still got to put forth the effort to get it. You can't pray and then sit back and wait. Look, you got to always be moving because you the God. No, there's nothing that's going to come out the sky. There's nothing that's going to come from outside. Everything is within you that's going to get you what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell kids, it's not about being smart. It's about being intelligent, because intelligence is intel. That means you are telling yourself. So your confidence, your everything should come from you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what make you, like, a woman is really into a dude that's confident. Not necessarily egotistical confident, but knows that he's for sure of himself. He got his thing together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people got to do, is have a foundation of self. You know what I mean? So for me, you know, I'm like, my foundation of self goes to, like, I'm not black, African American, I'm Washita. I've come from a nation of people. You know what I'm saying? I can't just say I'm black, because that's general, that's a color. You know what I'm saying? I can't just say I'm an African, because even the people from Africa don't say they African. They say they Nigerian, Guyanese. Africa was a name that was given to North Africa from a Roman military person. You know what I'm saying? Ethiopia, Ikibilon, Amexem, Amaru, Amaruka. You know what I'm saying? These is the terms that I'm on. You know what I mean? These is the indigenous facts that I'm about. You know what I mean? I don't care what they taught us in school, because that's conquered people being taught education.
I feel that.
Facts.
I feel that, OG.
100, man.
Hey, listen, man. H.O.C.
Yeah.
Brunch Vibes each and every Sunday. Y'all
Yeah.
be sure to tune in.
Brunch
We got the
Vibes.
legendary Wild Man Teddy T. Hey, it was
Yeah.
a pleasure having you in the building.
100.
I definitely gonna have you back.
I got to give everybody my rundown. So today when I leave here, Boss Mansion.
That's right.
I'm at the poolside vibing.
Uh-oh.
I just be lamping by the pool. Everybody be down by the beach.
Come by the poolside.
I'm just at the pool watching what comes back. Hey, we over here.
Yeah.
Hey, we
You know what
definitely
I'm saying?
live at the poolside. Make sure to pull up.
On Mondays, I'm at 31 Lounge. That's downtown Hollywood, 1931 Northwest Hollywood Boulevard. Old school vibes. I'm talking about. I'm going back to Mobb Deep. I'm going back to Black Moon.
That's right.
I'm going back to Cool G Rap.
Work.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going back to Rick James, Michael Jackson, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Old school vibes on Monday night, 31 Lounge. Doors open at 8. Everybody's free.
Yeah.
Everybody. We ain't charging nobody. Y'all come
For
to
the free
party
ski.
with us.
That's right.
For the free ski.
The next day, I'm back at 31 Lounge with my brother, the
Work.
pioneer entertainer himself, Larry Dog, the comedian.
Shout out
We
Larry
got
Dog.
Larry Dog
Larry
Comedy
Dog.
Movement. We got some great comedians that come out
Work.
every Tuesday night, man. Great comedies, after parties. I got special guest DJs that come rock off after party with us, man. We rocked another 2, 3 in the morning. Wednesday, I'm at 954 Ultra Lounge, DJ Showtime 88.7. We vibing, doing it big. Monday through Friday, Strong On Radio, 12
Strong
to 2, 88.7. You know what I'm saying? I rock so hard, they got me on 2 stations at the same time.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm on Strong On Radio and 88.7 Live FM, The Blaze. You know, go if you get the apps, or if you're in your car, 88.7.
Yeah.
I got Highly Unique on Friday, 5 to 8. And I do the Indigenous Vibes. This is a talk podcast.
Right.
6 to 8 on Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? So you can catch me out anywhere. We do a lot of business parties. I got a sound. You need quality sound holla at your boy. I got what you need, man. You need concerts, you need rock a party, whatever, man. I got sound for you, man. Holla at me, man.
Yeah.
Wild Man Teddy T 333 IG.
We live. I want to ask you before we go, man. How does it feel to be on the beach, man? You know, we drinking, feeling good.
Yo, when I see
Vibes.
the colony, I think about all the girls that I had butt sex with at the colony. Like, I used to have just butt sex in the colony. If a girl told me she like anal, we going to the colony.
So this,
You know what I'm saying?
this brought memories
Yeah,
back.
I was like, look at that. I'm looking at a butt fucker in front of the colony. You fucking butt fucker. Somebody get that fucker off the goddamn screen.
Hey, OG.
Girl came home with a butthole so big you could put an apple in it. God damn it.
OG, let the people know how they can find you, man.
Baron Theo Mount Builder Facebook. Wildman Teddy T 333 on IG. 775-773-8133. That's my phone sex line. Call me. You know, 2 cents a minute. I'll make you nut, baby.
Shout out to everybody who was
baby.
tuned in, man. If you missed the interview, we had a great interview, man. Wild Teddy T in the building, man. Appreciate everyone who hit that share button. I think my dog Trey Light probably gonna play a couple more tracks for y'all before we end
Before I
this.
get out of here, it's all about love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. You can't be defined by land, language, or color. Only blood. You are the blood of your ancestors. That's the only thing that you are. Find out. Peace.
And we live, baby.
Oh yeah, if you with that negativity, go that way. If you with that positivity, come this way. Cause that's all we on, man. We appreciate the love, man. Yeah.
We gonna get into this next track from my brother, DJ Raw Sticky, Trey Live. So focused, baby.
Damn,
Let's get
son, where'd you find this?
I'm so focused. Hey, I'm so focused. Hey, I'm so focused. Focus. Always on my grind. Money in my mind on the list. Putting my time out. It's a nigga like me don't stress. Phones when I roll out. And when I roll out the wrist, honest and linen is all on my chest. Shall be smoking gelato the best. Hold up. On my mind, yeah. I said that money is on my mind, yeah. Some never waste time. Some always on my grind. And you know I'm gonna shine, yeah. Shall be getting that money, it's all day. You let me getting money the fast way. Call that plastic. Doing it my way. Burning gas on the highway. But you just see me, I'm flying. Like a bird. If it's about money, I'm all in. That's my word. Swiping on cyber, they ballin'. Trips all around the world. City to city, all we good. See, bless the boy, I break a system bird. Living every day like it's a first. Running the streets like I'm Sonic. Just to get up the chronic, cause they callin'. Rolling around with the fire. I got a gas, never no stalling. Man, I hustle all day. I gotta get paid. Eagle vision on the plate. I'm focused on way. Always on my grind. Money in my mind on the list. Putting my time out. It's a nigga like me don't stress. Phones when I roll out. And when I roll out the wrist, honest and linen is all on my chest. Shall be smoking gelato the best. Hey. Hold up. Yeah. I said that money is on my mind, yeah. Some never waste time. Some always on my grind. And you know I'm gonna shine, yeah. Shall be getting that money, it's all day.
all day.
Nigga let me getting money the fast way. Call that plastic,
yeah.
Doing it my way. Burning gas on the highway. But you just see me, I'm flying.
The money is the root of all evil. But the evil come from the people. That's right. Where you wanna go, I can meet you. Yeah, I got a little something I can teach you. That's right. Let me get the money for a feature. Yeah. Then we can build it up like a beaver. My team done came from the bleachers. Now we in the game and we coming through the streets. Money, 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 man, that's always on my mind. That's right. Funny, funny, funny. Y'all laugh at haters on the sideline. Trying to take the prize. You
around and lose your life. Them broke folks bound to pull me over, just hope they'll never take my rights. I'm so focused. I hear them talk that shit, but it's bogus. They know we coming with that ferocious. Hey, don't wanna recognize, but they know this. Hey, but you know this. Let's get it, get live.
Hold up. On my mind, yeah. I said that money is on my mind, yeah. Some never waste time. Some always on my grind. And you know I'm gonna shine, yeah. So I been getting that money, it's all day. Nigga let me getting money the fast way. Call that plastic. Doing it my way. Running gas on the highway. But you just see me, I'm flying. Like a bird. Like a bird. Like a bird. Like a bird.